Hey, girl. Hey, from Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes, girl.
Bristol, home of the. Are they known for anything? Home of the.
Well, so I'm here with a coworker,
Okay.
and she's from very small town, Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Right.
And they have an Italian restaurant here
Mm-hmm.
called Caesar's. It's very good.
No, really, Caesar's. I've never how did that never get taken before?
I don't know, but like there was obviously an Italian American owner of the place.
Yes.
Who I'm assuming maybe Caesar. I don't know, but she called him an authentic Italian.
Not an Italian, honey.
Girl, we went to Mexican restaurante today.
Jeez. Wow, Bristol's got a lot going on.
Called Margaritas. It's a chain based in
New
Hampshire, I believe is what I saw.
Shocking. That's another shocking revelation today.
It started like moving from New Hampshire north to Maine and then south.
It's like snowbirds.
She ordered her thing with no pico de gallo. And my soul left me.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
Oh, God.
I miss those kinds of ladies. I really do. I miss those kinds of ladies.
Oh, soul just evaporated. I was like, okay.
I mean, but think about it, right? Like, I mean, technically down here for me, I am that lady, right?
Well, you've always been that lady.
No, but like, I'm really that lady because everybody here says it with their beautiful Spanish accent.
Yeah, and you're like...
Hola. You should see how I pronounce some of those songs during karaoke.
Up next, something with too many L's.
What's the one song they do all the time? Como la flor and Carlos. It's like, girl.
What about We Don't Talk About Bruno? Have you seen that movie yet?
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
So how are you, girl? How are you? What's going on in your little world?
Besides living in a plague colony right now, just the usual. Holed up in my office, praying to God that the air doesn't somehow circulate in the rare times my husband takes the mask off.
Oh God! So are you like sleeping in the drag room?
No, I sleep in the other part of the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the West Wing. He's in the East Wing. You're in the West Wing.
Right. It's like a sitcom marriage right now, and it's like that sitcom where you have the giant fight and you put the tape down and you're just kind of like, oh, this is your part of the house. This is my part of the house.
Only this time it's COVID.
Oh, no, it's COVID. COVID is the tape.
So let's also say if he is vaccinated, correct?
Yeah, he's vaccinated.
Okay, good. So that is, dear listeners, get vaccinated. Make sure you're vaccinated.
Boosted,
make sure you
double boosted.
Have your boosts and everything. Are you double boosted?
I am, honey. I got double boosts.
How did you get? You're every immune is compromised with you.
Right. Remember, it's the asthma thingy, right? You know,
right.
That gets you in the door, honey. The asthma gets you in the door for the first time in my life.
You know, maybe I could just go up and say, I'm real obese fat. Could you throw one in me real quick?
Not obese fat.
Obese fat. Obese fat.
I'm obese fat. That's like...
So I have been doing yoga recently.
Have you?
Yes, there's on the Amazon Primes.
Not on the Primes.
On the Primes, there is yoga with Eliz, spelled Eliz.
Eliz.
Yeah, it's kind of Yeah, it's like a Liz, but
E-L-I. Couldn't
Elise.
she? Do you think she used to be like Eliza and she dropped the A,
No, she look, baby.
or that she was Eliza and she added the E and dropped the A? I'm going for something. I think she was an Elizabeth. She was
She
her
was not. I do
Christian.
not believe she was Elizabeth.
Her Christian name was Elizabeth.
Anyway, the best part about this yoga is after I'm done and the next day and I'm very sore,
Yes.
saying "fuck you, Elise" has so much gravitas and
That
ring
sounds like
to
an
it.
opera. That sounds like something from an opera.
Fuck you, Elise. Fuck you, Elise. Fuck
Muscle
you.
strain, a pain in the brain, a pain's got me insane. And then you like storm off this. Well, you hobble off the stage, and then here comes Elise. She's like, "I just wanted to save your life. I just wanted to give you
Well,
strife.
you need to do that with a very California accent.
I just wanted to save your life." I'm not good at vocal fry.
I know. It's not quite vocal fry, but it's not quite not vocal fry, if that makes sense.
It's like
Breathy vocal fry. Yeah, it's
I was gonna say, so it's like a vocal poach.
a vocal poach. A vocal poach. Dear listeners, I just want you to know that in this Marriott that I'm in, I've got such wonderful mood lighting around me. It's
Hashtag not sponsored.
hashtag not sponsored.
Oh my god, can we get some Marriott, buddy? Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, girl, let's get some Marriott
Right?
buddies.
Just go live stream right now, just on the TikTok, right? And just be like, I'm in the Marriott.
I'm in the Marriott, nice. The Courtyard Marriott,
right?
Bristol.
I'm recording my podcast. That's how quiet it is in this room, right? That's how quiet it is, Marriott. Thank you for my quiet room so I could record my podcast.
Quiet rooms. Hell, I'm making the most noise out of anybody, so it's probably
you are.
I would get like.
I mean, that's your story in life. So.
I can't argue with you.
No, because I've known you most of your life. Difficult when you've always been there.
You know, it's true. It's true. How long we've been chit-chatting? Oh my God, we've got a lot more time to chit-chat. So what else is new with you, girl? What else has been going on?
I mean, nothing. I've just been home. I haven't done a show.
Have you at least gotten like some stuff sewn or?
Oh yeah, I started making.
Is it going to be my garment?
I have possibly been working on your garment.
Well, good. I'm glad you thought about it at least.
Shut up. And also I actually started making. I made some. I've started making myself. I hate you. I've been making summer shorts. I've never made myself shorts before, so I started making like boy shorts, like actual shorts for me to walk outside in. And that's been not
the jock straps you usually make.
I don't make jock straps.
You've definitely sewn jock straps before.
No, I made jock straps like years ago.
Okay.
But no, I've transitioned actually even my underwear into like proper just like briefs.
Okay.
So I do make my own briefs though. But yeah, no, the jock strap. The weird jock strap thing, especially during the summer, it is nice because it's not as hot. But the only problem is, and this is like, I don't know if this is just because you're doing it yourself, but there's something about the elastic that it's just not the same as I think companies get when they have those types of materials. Yeah. And so it's just not the same. So I was like,
it's probably hard to find the really wide band of elastic too, isn't it?
No, I mean, you can find it, and like Amazon has all those widths of because that's what I actually have to use, like a 1.5 width for the.
So does Chatterbait. What?
Wow.
OnlyFans. Just got all the widths. Chatterbait is still around. Chatterbait is still around.
Wow.
I may or may not have gone on there last night just to see what it was like.
That's wild.
They're all Colombian now.
Like all of the people on there?
Yeah, you remember how when we were like younger, they were all Russian?
I never really went on Chatterbait.
Oh.
I always just heard about it.
So back in the day, they were all Russians. Now they're all Colombians.
Oh, ooh. So from da to C.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course, there's a couple of German feet people on there, so there's that.
No, what? German feet people? Who ever heard of such a thing? What? German people into unusual fetishes? That's not
is
a
feet
thing,
really
is
that
it?
unusual?
That's not. I mean, I don't even know. I don't have a problem with people in feet. Like, it's fine. I don't get it because I just don't.
There's a shirt right there. I don't have a problem with people in feet. It's slash Maim.
I'm trying to, like, I mean, like, every once in a while, I will I'll try to think about it, right? So I actually do have these moments where sometimes like I'm washing my feet, and like it's just, you're just washing your feet, and I'm just like, I don't understand what people like so much about this, right? And I obviously, it's not like putting toes in my mouth, but I'm just sitting there like, because it's not just like I don't get it; it's like the sensation, right?
Girl,
like I don't understand.
We've reached an age that please do not try to put your old toes in your mouth; you may fall over.
Oh, I definitely would follow.
Actually, just like Tina, right on over.
What would happen first would be, there would be a strain of some kind. Then there would be me screaming. And then when I tried to correct myself, that would cause another strain. Then I would fall over.
And then you would be in traction with your poor husband with COVID, having to wander over there.
He tried to suck on his own toes. He fell over in the shower.
Coughing. Lord. Are you okay?
I'll call 911.
No, they'll just come and get you. Exactly. God. Jesus. My dear Lord. Well, speaking of feet, did you know that we have a Patreon, Maim?
No, we don't. What?
Dear listeners, if you want to throw some money at us, please feel free. It's at patreon.com. Mims and Maim. Backside. Oh, Lord have mercy. Maim currently has something on her nose.
It's a potato chip bag clip. I don't know why it was sitting on my monitor like that, but
because you probably ate some chips.
Oh, wow. So when I do this, the California thing is actually a little bit easier for me.
It ruins your voice. Please take it off. Like, it makes your voice so bad on the mic. No, it's just your voice. Anyway, babe, did you know that we have another podcast when we record it?
You're supposed to be nice to me. I'm living in a plague colony. You're supposed to be nice to me today.
It's not a colony if it's just two of y'all in South Florida.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Actually, I forgot. I'm living in a plague colony known as South Florida. You should be nice to me.
You chose it.
Which
anyway,
plague? So many of them.
I know. Anyway, we have another podcast when we decide to record it. It's called Mims and Maim, You Slay Me.
We'll record it on Sunday. Jeez,
it's a Murder, She Wrote podcast. Y'all can get it wherever you get your Murder, She Wrote podcasts.
All of them.
All of them. Oh, my God. Dear listeners, I'm very punchy today, and I'd like to apologize for this coming out like a day late, but
yeah, we're sorry. I was dealing with a husband with COVID, and it's just been a lot. So
yeah, I mean, I was on an aeroplane and everything.
Not an aeroplane. Was it Italian? What? Or should I say Italian?
Girl, you better be glad I said yes to this. I was thinking about going to the casino.
Why can't you still go to the casino?
Because I got to be up early for a flight tomorrow back home.
It's only 7 o'clock. What are you talking about?
The casino's like 30 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
And I got to get into a lift, deal with all that.
No, that's not going. You know what you should do? You know what you should do for being a boss-ass bitch? You should reward yourself with a trip to Cherokee.
You know, maybe I will. I already rewarded myself with a Samsung tablet.
Oh, not a tablet
A
in it.
tablet, girl. See how?
Oh, yes.
See,
Look at
and I got it all written
that.
down here.
Is that one of them Galaxy
It's a
tablets?
Galaxy tablet.
Yes.
It's from the
Yes.
Galaxy.
Yes. Tablet the house down boots. Yes.
Tablet that house down the boots. Are you ready to get this episode?
I'm just happy to be doing something besides living in a plague colony right now. So,
You
yes.
aren't in a plague colony.
A plague house? A plague
Plague
house.
state.
Plague house. I'm in a plague house. So,
You've got one person. One person.
There's only 2 humans in here, so that's 50% of the population.
Where'd you put your cats?
They're not human population.
They can get COVID.
Oh my God, please don't remind me. That's probably why my cat came and slept with me last night. She was like, I'm not going in that room. You ain't sending me in there. I know I smell something evil in that room. I'm not going in there.
Oh,
Shoot.
God. This is season 3, episode 3, EP, Phone Home.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Oh, boy.
So we're at Sugar Baker's.
Sugar Bakers.
And Suzanne is a little upset, but very little, because she just found out her date died.
Yes.
She doesn't really know of what. It may have been hardening of the arteries or something.
Oh, man, because he's so old.
So old.
I love
Don't you
that
hate
they're
it when
gonna-
that happens when your dates die?
Oh,
Because they're
man,
so old.
It came close before.
I just have to wait for him to get through with puberty. That's me. I'm joking. I'm not that bad. But let me tell you, we were at gay poker.
What is that?
Gay poker?
Is
Where
it?
I play poker with a bunch of gay people?
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought maybe there was like a drag show or something like that.
No.
when you said that.
It's a group of gay people that play poker.
Okay.
And we were talking about Heartstopper, which I know you haven't seen yet.
Yes.
And they were, one of the dudes was like, they were kind of cute. Like, one of the kids from Heartstopper, he's hot. Like, he is 18 years old, so I can say that. He is hot. And they were like, I really like the sequel to Love, Simon. Love, Victor, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one across the table just looked at him and said, well, probably that because they're under 18.
I don't understand y'all on this. Which one is the hot one?
Well, which one do you think's the hot one?
You mean other than neither of them?
What are you talking about? Kit Connor is hot.
Is he the blonde or the brunette?
The blonde.
Okay.
Kit Connor is cute.
I just said okay.
Okay.
But that's not me. I'm not being shady.
They all can't be steroided up 50-year-olds like some people like.
Yeah, I'm really married to one of them.
Look, what you're married to and what you think is real hot, and it can be two different
I don't
things.
even think that that's real hot. I think that that's, to me, because of my weird
It's an
things.
oddity thing.
It's an oddity thing, right? I find that to be really, I mean, to me, that's interesting that a person goes to that length. Because, I mean, technically, I had that once, right? I had it once. I dated one of those. Actually, I dated two of those. It literally
You dated
like.
two of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like, I mean, genuinely, that was that didn't even keep my attention because it's just like, because part of the problem with
Because
those
the balls disappeared.
well, no, because part of the problem with those types of people is that that's becomes their life.
Uh-huh.
Right. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people in our culture don't understand. Like, there are fit guys, and then there are like those kind of guys, and that is their life.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point that one dude brought on like a first, like, came over to my house. He literally brought, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, he brought wrapped in tinfoil, 2 baked chicken breast that he had to eat at 9 p.m. And so he brought them to my house. So it's weird, right? Because I
was looking at dude on TikTok.
Not a TikTok.
Well, actually, it was Instagram because I'd look at the Instagram TikToks because I'm old, and like it was hot dude, like looked really hot, and he was like, when the gains get from my dad's TV, and it was him shirtless in front of his, like, the TV, and his dad throws something at him.
Yeah.
And I had to pause it because, girl, the back knee was ruined.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm
like, dude,
you really shouldn't. And that's the thing. Like, you have to, like, a lot of, gosh, it's amazing. This younger group of drug abusers, like, they forget sometimes that there are signs. Right? Back in the day, those guys just never showed their backs. Like, they never, right? But these younger guys now, they're just like, they're so into making these videos and doing these things that they find entertaining, but they forget that, like, his
front was,
I'm sure,
and hairless.
Well, of course it was.
Of course
he's
it
not
was.
gonna.
Well, Maryjo has a pencil in her hair and ink on her chin.
Yes.
And she didn't get a bath last night because she was busy helping one of them with something.
Do you think they actually mean an actual bath?
Yeah.
Do people do that?
I know for a fact, at least at that time, all of my female, like, family did.
Interesting. When she said that,
it was easier to do that and not wash their hair.
Oh, I didn't think of the hair
perms.
part. Yeah, I didn't think about the hair part. You're right.
As we learned in Legally Blonde, little water will hit that perm and deactivate that chemical.
Wasn't that where Bend and Snap came from too? Bend and Snap. I heard they're working on Legally Blonde 3.
So, Charlene comes in.
She's so excited.
Well, you know why she's excited? Do you know why Gene Smart's excited?
Charlene, why are you so excited, girl?
Mr. Chapman, who they're doing the house up. They're doing their house.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
You know, they're doing all these houses, but they're real broke. Anyway,
they're always broke.
Doing the houses, and she gave them VIP tickets to Graceland.
Wait, what's Graceland?
It's Elvis's house.
I love that exchange.
Yeah.
When Suzanne said that, I was like, really? Would she really say that?
You know what Graceland. Have you ever been to Graceland?
No. But it was just funny when Suzanne said, "What's that?" Because I was like, that doesn't seem like, I mean, whatever. It's done for comic stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, that doesn't seem like a thing that she would not know what that is.
Well, the Elvis Club is hosting a meeting at the hotel, and if you have some real Elvis memorabilia that can be traced back to the king himself, you can stay for free.
Well, man, it would be great if we actually had some memorabilia.
Well,
that we
she
could use.
does. She has a hand towel that was signed by Elvis.
What?
So she can get a free room.
Oh, my gosh.
Julia says no. Charlene begs her. Julia says no because Julia's got the most comfortable car, the biggest car, and Julia's like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, Julia, that big old caddy.
And Charlene's like, well, we can go with Anthony because, you know, he's got his grandma lives there. I thought she lived in Alabama, whatever. And Suzanne's like, we can't go drive with Anthony. To which they're all like, you stayed with Anthony. Why can't we go with him? And Anthony's just like, y'all make me feel so cheap.
I enjoyed that.
I did too. But
I wonder though. It's really funny because I thought about that as well. I haven't actually done the tracking. Do you know the distance between Graceland and
they said it was 600 miles.
Really?
Uh-huh.
ATL, Graceland, ATL. Why did I put ATL? Because all these black queens I know. There's so many black queens in South Florida that say ATL that I've stopped referring to Atlanta as Atlanta.
I'm from the ATL. And that's not black accent. That's just Southern accent.
I mean, that's not really. No, it's actually only 335 miles. So it's not like
from Atlanta to Graceland.
Is
it taking an interstate?
Miles. Lord have mercy, girl.
Because maybe
it says you can get this distance about 5 hours and 38 minutes by car.
Maybe they say about 6 hours. So yeah, that feels about right.
No, they did say about 6 hours.
Yeah,
that checks out. Plus,
miles, about 6 hours. Yeah.
As we know, there's a lot of stops on the way.
Yeah. Well, Maryjo is all in. She's like, Ted's got the kids. This is a once in a lifetime experience. This is what Charlene wants to do. Let's do it.
I felt like at that moment, I don't know about you, but I felt almost like Maryjo was bipolar and having a manic episode.
Yeah.
At that point, because she got real excited about this.
So apparently everybody said yes because they're all in the car, right?
They're all in the car, including Julia.
And we find out that as Suzanne gets annoyed with Maryjo having her head on her shoulder, and Maryjo's like, "You have your feet over here. What is going on?" She's like,
"Big feet, big feet." She says,
"There's this cold wet Tupperware thing down here." Charlie, what is in this? She keeps her Elvis towel in the freezer to keep it fresh.
I don't know why she has it in Tupperware though, right? Like she could have just put it in a Ziploc.
She had to burp it. I love that old ass Tupperware, don't you? That you just push this there.
Yes. Oh my
mother still has so much of that stuff.
I don't know if my mom still does or not. Man, those were great. Those were great. Had those weird little ridges on the lid.
Yes. So Maryjo says, "Hey, Antoine," to Anthony. Did you catch that?
Yes.
Is his name actually Antoine?
No, I think they were trying to be fun. I think maybe there was some joke that we missed at some point.
Was it a racism?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But no, she did say Antoine.
At least she didn't go like a gay one. Hey, Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine. Hey, Twan. There was a kid named Antoine that we used to call him Twan. Hey, Twan. Sorry.
I don't remember this person.
That triggered me. Oh, this was at governor school. That just triggered me just now. I was like, Lord, because I can remember Twan. I wonder how he's doing. Obviously, I mean, he might be a she at this point, but I wonder how they doing. Hey,
live,
Twan.
laugh, love.
I remember, when I went to that place, you and talk about some eccentric kids, right?
Dear listeners, so let me tell you a little something about what happens in North Carolina. North Carolina, for our juniors in high school
and
sophomores and juniors have something called Governor School. There are two sites that there's two again now that they send gifted students, two from each county, in different like things like theater, music, science, math, each of those for the summer. It is the biggest load of crazies, liberals out there, right? Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah, like
what's really funny is that because I then go to UNC Greensboro, literally, it was like a reunion.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them ended up going there too, because that's where that's where all the weirdos went.
Yep. I would have probably had the dirty, dirty butt sex much sooner had I gone to that. I think I just made Maim faint.
Oh man, you probably would have. Just saying, I didn't, but a few people wanted to, but you probably would have. You know me. I was like, I'm a good Christian girl. I'm not gonna do anything like that. Oh. Right? But there was this one person in particular. He was in the acting program, and like kept trying to get me to go off in the woods with him. Kept trying, and I was like, it took me a little bit to realize what was going on because you know me. You remember how it was.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh wait, he. Oh no, I can't do that. Escandalo. What will the neighbors say?
I mean, why the hell not just go back to his room and do it? Like, why you gotta go into the woods?
We had roommates, right? Like, mind you, the very first time I actually fell in love with somebody was at governor's school.
Oh,
no, for real. Like,
person?
Yeah, we're still friends.
Okay.
Yeah, he's married to a dude. They live in New Hampshire, I think.
Maybe they meet at Bargs.
They have a kid now. Like they have this little girl. It's like it's adorable. But like at there, I literally was like, I think this is actual love. I think I'm actually in love with this person. And but he was still at that time. He was like, I don't know. I'm kind of bi. I'm just like, ugh. And he was like dating some girl while we were there.
Some people go through that. Case in point, right here.
No, case in point. Like I said, case in point. So but now I'm friends with both of them, him and the ex-girlfriend. We're all got reunited on Facebook.
Lord have mercy.
God bless you, Facebook.
So
God bless you.
We find out that Maryjo eats a lot.
Yes.
On these trips, right?
It's always the little ones, right?
It's always the little people. And like she talks up about like, dear listeners, if you've never been to the South, our travel gas stations are a miracle. Because as she put it, you can go use the bathroom, get birth control in there, they come out and get some turkey dressing on the way out.
It's true. Oh,
girl,
Lord.
You know how bad that made me want to go to one of those little country stores and get some like fried chicken.
Oh yeah. And when she said that, I literally all I could think about was the TNA Travel Plaza, and I was just like, oh, such good food there.
Do you remember did you have the old white man teach you how to drive or do your driving thing in high school?
I had Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson taught me how to drive.
Yeah, that's the old white man I was talking about. Did he take you up to North Iredell and to his little convenience store to get the buttermilk and the?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's no. That's.
Let me tell you a story about that. I was driving home, like I was learning how to drive at that point, and like it had started icing outside. They were closing the school. They were closing the school for the day. And I was like, well, I wonder how I'm gonna get home. I wonder because I'm a car rider, and they're like, Coach Jackson comes by and says, I've already called your family. You're gonna drive home. I'm like, excuse me, I'm gonna do who? I'm gonna do what now?
I'm gonna do what?
Yeah, and like, I rode with the person who rode with me while I was driving was the short bodybuilder. You know the one I'm talking about. So, girl, he was like, how far out do you...
How have I never heard this story before?
He was like, how far out do you live? I'm like,
far.
I live from here pretty far. So, we're going, and we're going down Old Moxville Road. And you know the part that there's the lake right there, the curve?
Yes.
When already starting to get icy. And I was like, I looked at Coach Jackson. I was like, you know what's coming up, don't you? He's like, uh-huh. I was like, let's just hope and pray. I took my foot off the gas and just held on as tight as I could. We slid and then slid. We made it though, girl. We made it. And here I am today with the
I don't miss those roads
podcast.
at all. I don't miss those roads at all.
The short bodybuilder had his head down like this.
Because he thought he was going to die.
He did, because I was not a good driver at that point.
Right? I mean, none of us were.
I think he was, because, he probably stole cars or just took him out driving. Like those white people in the city just let their kids drive everywhere.
Yeah, they didn't care because they didn't want to take him anywhere, so they just let them drive.
Yeah, whereas...
It wasn't like the cops were going to pull them over.
And if they did, they'd just be like, hey, son, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, hey, how's your mama?
Yeah.
How's your mama? Yep.
God. So... Suzanne is just complaining a lot. They're like, well, why did you even come, Suzanne? And she's like, she was jealous of others having fun.
Yes.
And then, bam, flat tire. Well, girl.
Flat tires can be fun.
We're at the hotel now.
Porn has taught us that flat tires can be a great time. Sorry.
Let me take off my shirt so I can change this tire for you.
Right? Oh man, it's so hot, right?
Yeah.
In this desert, and there's nobody driving by for hours to give us time to...
Or at least, 23 and a half minutes for this to really get done. So... There's nobody coming down this driveway for the next 20 minutes. Let's do this. Oh, God.
I miss situational based porn like that. Now it's all just the OnlyFans crap. It's just like, whatever.
Go on to men.com. They still do it.
Oh, man. Plot based.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
I know it's not good, but it's just, to me, I don't know. I just love watching the attempt at acting and everything. It's my favorite. Like
I was watching a men.com one that was like a Little Red Riding Hood, Big Bad Wolf thing that the Little Red Riding Hood just fought, like this dude in a red hoodie just falls asleep on some dude's couch. Like wanders in and just falls asleep. And then eventually, somehow, there was, going back to feet licking, there was some feet licking. And then, because he was a big bad wolf. And then, like, eventually, Little Red Riding Hood ended up as the top, I think. And then the big bad wolf was shown. Let's just cut to the end part.
When did Granny come in?
Girl, I was watching. Oh. Okay, so we're at the hotel, right?
Yes.
It's 8 a.m. Everybody's very tired.
Yes, I mean, I would be too, right? I would be too.
Suzanne's like, let's just go to the Peabody Hotel and leave Charlene here. And Julia's like, we can't do that, can we? Now, girl, I'm going to let you know something. If you ever make me do something like this, I will leave your ass and go to the Peabody Hotel.
Okay.
I expect the same from you.
I guess I'll never do that.
Okay, good.
Then, yeah. Let's just go to the Peabody.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Anthony goes off to his grandmother's, and Charlene buys a lot of souvenirs. Especially
cheap souvenirs.
Cheap souvenirs, including a bumper sticker that's EP phone home. Oh, God. And then Anthony and Charlene sing Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love as he walks out.
It was so cute, too.
It was so cute.
I I don't know. I always enjoy the Anthony Charlene moments. It's always, although it was a little weird them doing the song this one after doing the song on the last one too. Like it was kind of like, is that a new thing that we're doing now? Where once an episode, we're gonna have Charlene and Anthony doing a little number together,
doing a little number, whatever they can get the royalties to. So it's a little bit later on. They still don't have their room yet, and we meet an Elvis impersonator. He sings Lonesome Tonight. He's got this little son who's dressed as Elvis too.
It's so cute.
And we find his suit was made out of the dress from his wife's first marriage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a reporter from the Post here.
This
I don't know which Post it is. I'm assuming it's a Washington Post. But
it's no, wait, no. They talked
just
about
says the Post. That's all they say.
Oh, I assumed it was New York since they had the whole dirt eating thing at the very beginning.
That's true.
About the New York stuff. So I kind of thought it was like a callback to that.
But his voice was like this. So I don't know which Post he's from.
He doesn't even know which Post he's from.
He doesn't know which side of the Mason-Dixon line he's from.
He is an asshole, though.
He is, in fact, an asshole. All right, let me get. I don't want my voice to get stuck like that forever.
You sounded like what's his name? The dude that used to do the North Carolina, the UNC TV thing. What's his name?
Carl Castle? No.
In the 80s, he was like a journalist or something like that. That was like very famous from North Carolina.
Speaking of things that happened in North Carolina, did you hear what happened in North Carolina? Two major things happened. Three major things happened in this past midterm election thing in the primaries.
I heard about the one thing, the dude that nobody likes losing.
Madison Cawthorn lost. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, we elected our first African-American woman as Democratic candidate for Senate.
Oh, neat.
Third, Pat McCrory lost to Ted Budd, so he is probably out of politics forever. Like Ted Budd's horrible. Ted Budd is the grossest. Pat McCrory is far more moderate than this man.
No, I know that. I know that. But me and you, especially kids in the 80s and the 90s, that name for us is just like
the only county that voted for Pat McCrory was Mecklenburg. Like, there's still some holdouts in Charlotte that like him.
He used to be the mayor.
He used to be. He was not a good mayor, but he was.
Nope, he wasn't.
I mean, Mayor Sue Myrick was a good mayor.
Oh, Sue Myrick.
Republican, but I love her.
You were a Sue Myrick stan.
I mean, of course. Who wasn't?
My mother. She was not a Sue Myrick stan.
Well, your mother was probably right.
Probably. Come on now. Let's be for real.
So he asked for people's names. The reporter asked for Suzanne's names, and Suzanne's like, "My name is Helen Van Patterson Patton." And Julia is, "I'm her sister, Debbie Van Patterson Patton." And then the reporter's like, "Y'all don't see, but much like Elvis fans, you aren't wearing polyester. You don't have a random piece of memorabilia, blah, 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 blah." He's very rude about all this.
Just being awful.
So then we meet Dodie, who's got some hair.
She does.
And she tells a story about Love Me Tender.
It was nice.
It was nice enough. I didn't.
These story. I felt like this was a sweet episode.
It was a sweet episode.
Say it before we even get to that part. It was just a nice little.
It was a nice little pithless episode.
Yep. No teeth.
And the reporter asked her where her last name is, and everybody's like, Julia's like, "Well, you don't have to give last names. Like, why do you even want them?" And Dodie's like, "My last name is Smith. Smith. Smith." Sorry, ma'am, you did not spell that correctly.
Aww. But that's okay. We have a consolation prize. Here we have a year's supply of Hamburger Helper. The Hamburger Helper, the meal on the go.
You were thinking about rice rolling because you were getting ready to say San Francisco treat. I saw
No,
it.
I wasn't.
I
not.
did.
I
I
didn't think
saw
about
it.
rice
I
roni at
saw it.
all.
So, girl, at the Italian restaurant today, I had a cannoli.
Is that a euphemism?
No, it was just a cannoli. But girl, like the Italian manager of this place, he was wearing a sunglass up on his forehead
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
suit jacket, but jeans.
Ooh.
Yeah. And there was a group of Italian men in the other room just sitting around a circular table.
Were they
talking
shaking
about-
their hands a lot? Were they?
talking about things. And like they were the same group that was there yesterday talking about things.
Well, it's a very, there's a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah. This Bristol's right across the bridge from New Jersey. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, now it makes even more sense. Now it makes all the sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's where they go to retire.
So Charlene gets ready to tell her story.
Mm-hmm.
Joey pulls her aside and says he's taking advantage of you. You shouldn't do it. And then the reporter asked Charlene what her last name is, and she said Van Patterson Patton. I'm their cousin.
I shouldn't love it as much as I do, but for some reason, every time they say that woman's name, it makes me giggle so much.
Well, Suzanne has a breakdown because the hotel room is not The hotel room is not done yet. She is dirty. She is tired. She just wants to go to the bathroom, clean herself up, and dry her hair underneath the hairdryer. But she decides not to and just sits down.
Yep. What do they used to call? I mean, the bathroom itself.
Yeah.
Inside of a place like that, I can't imagine that will be hygienic.
No.
That.
Well, a man shows up and he says that you have to take the VIP tour because you get to see rooms you didn't know about, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And his name is Vern, and he's a truck driver.
Hello, Vern. Nice to meet you. I'm Julia Van Patterson Patton.
Well, Vern starts to tell a story, and Julia stops him. It's like, hey, can you go help me? I've got some stuff to take out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they go where the next scene is them at the Peabody at the bar.
Yes. Hey, Julia. Yeah.
Yes, and they're having a drink. We find out that the story was that Vern's son died. He loved Elvis.
Mm.
Vern had a breakdown after his son died, and Elvis basically saved him. His songs like really, really saved him. The souvenir Vern no longer has. It's actually with his son. He buried him with it.
Mm.
He was going to take his son to a concert. But his son was too sick. He's in the hospital. Elvis came by the hospital and gave him a TLC belt buckle.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Girl, it just had Left Eye's face on it.
That you used to. I know
under
that
eye
you're
thing
gonna have
was
your way,
rhinestones.
nothing at all. But I think I'm moving around.
It had a burning house behind her.
Go back to my phone. Sorry.
No. Scrubs.
Yeah.
I see a rainbow. Just
Oh my gosh. The little rap. I forgot about that little rap.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. God rest her soul.
Left eye don't mean the rest of my body is irrelevant. Yes.
Oh, God, condoms over her eyes. So
that scandalized my mother.
Did it?
She was like, "What in the world? Like, what's going on here?"
So we back at the Dollar Tree whenever I worked there. Let's talk about sex came on the radio. Like we just kept on like whatever the Muzak station was, and Let's Talk About Sex came on. This was at the Dollar Tree in the Signal Hill Mall, by the way.
Lord.
And some old white woman was scandalized, came over to complain about the music, and I'm like, I don't have any control about that. And she's like, well, you need to complain to somebody. I was like, why, you don't have sex? And she just walked away.
It's kind of funny when you think about the fact that like that song came out and then the George Michael song was out. Like
he was out.
He was out. Well, he wasn't out when he sang the song,
That's
but you know. But it's strange now when I think about it because it's like how in the world is some of our fellow 80s and 90s kids, how did they all become so fuddy-duddy?
I don't know. So they're on the way home. And Peaches and Herb had just played on the radio.
Shake your groove thing, but it was reunited and it feels so good. I didn't know that was Peaches and Herb actually. It's so funny, like that group, I guess because my family was never like into them as much. Mm-hmm. It's like I realized later, like they sang a lot of really popular songs, but I never knew who they were. Yeah. Like I didn't know, who they were. Like, oh man, now I got that song in my brain.
Well, we found out that Charlene bought a 9 by 12 foot rug, but she can't find the EP phone home sticker, and it's bothering her. So then there's on the radio, Vern is driving a 18-wheeler just outside of Alabama, on the Gulf Coast of Alabama, and want to have this song go out to Julia tonight. Julia, if you're listening, this one's for you. Are you lonesome tonight? Are you lonesome tonight? Yeah. And then we go around everybody for some face acting.
Yes, they love those face actings parts.
And then it pans the front of the car, and there's an EP phone home bumper sticker on the front of Julia's car. Do 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 do.
Oh, good. Yep.
What?
that last little note there. Like, okay.
Well, Maim, did you find yourself a Miss Georgia World?
Oh, Suzanne's outfit at the very beginning.
Yes,
that was it.
Like that pink with the other pink.
As soon as it turned on, I was like, "That's it. I don't even know it. I don't even need to see anything else today. That's it. That's exactly it for me."
I was like, I will have that off the rack in every size and color.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I need a small one for my doll. Thank you.
Thank you. And another one for my pig. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, Maim, did you like this episode?
Yeah, I think it was a cute episode, right?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
It's definitely like a little like of a heartwarming kind of thing,
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's been, I don't know, this season's already kind of started off in like, it's a little bit of a weird season so far.
It is.
But it's not a bad season. It's just like it's like they're piddling a little bit, like, let's just kind of, it's almost like they're trying to reestablish, like maybe they had some onset tensions between seasons and they're just trying to ease things back into like, hey, let's just do some fun, just some lighter episodes.
That doesn't actually really start happening until this is starting, but like it really gets bad toward the end of the season, beginning of next season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Maim.
Are you lonesome tonight?
Are you what tonight?
I was just making up words just there. That's all.
Well, thank God for that, Maim.
Yes.
Why don't you tell people where they can find you once you're out of lockdown?
Once I leave the plague colony.
I mean, you did. You know what? Hold up. You forgot to tell our dear listeners the most important thing you did this week.
I got the Mexican pizza.
You've got a Mexican pizza, girl. You got a Mexican pizza.
I literally got the alert on my phone.
Uh-huh.
ordered it immediately and left and put myself in out of office and went and got it. I did not even, it wasn't even like it was like what do you call it? It was like a muscle memory. I was literally like, gotta go get it right now.
And how was it?
It was just as mediocre as I remember. And I loved every bite. I told that to somebody. They were like, is it better? I was like, it tastes exactly the same. And that's all I want.
Oh,
That's it. That's all I wanted, right?
Oh,
like,
God, girl.
and then I got like the extra special bonus of forgetting that if you order on the app, you can still get a quesarito as well. So I got a quesarito and a Mexican pizza, and I was on fart cloud 9.
Yes, Queen. Yes. Fart the house down the boots.
I want to go get another one like right now, actually. I kind of want to get like another one right now.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you. I'll tell everybody where they can find me, and we'll sign off and you go get it.
No, I can't. I don't want to. Because I have food here to eat, right?
Girl,
Remember,
girl,
I'm an adult. I have to eat the food that's here. I can't keep going and getting food.
You know what the other part of being adult is?
What?
Making choices like, I don't want to eat this food.
Hashtag choices.
Hashtag, girl, who knows when Taco Bell's going to take it away again.
I don't... Girl, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me. Don't play with me like that. I'm going to keep on writing Doja Cat and make sure that she keeps making songs about it so that Taco Bell won't get rid of it. Because thank you, Doja Cat, for bringing that to attention. I know there's a lot of other things going on in the world right now, but I really appreciate you bringing up the plight of this to the world because we needed it.
All right, girl, tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Hello, dear listeners.
Hello.
So you can find me online at auntie.maim. That's MAIM. You can find me on the Twitter at Maim Ministry. You can find me IRL. That's in real life for those that aren't familiar with that term. You can find me performing improvised comedy at the Villain Theater in Miami. That's villaintheater.com. You can find me hosting amazing colossal karaoke Thursday nights at a little bar called Kill Your Idol on Miami Beach. And for the foreseeable future, you can find me hosting Laughs at Lit at the Lit Bar in Fort Lauderdale. I don't know how much longer that's gonna go for because it's kind of weird right now, but yeah. So that's where
why
you can
is it
find
weird?
Me. So I couldn't do the show this week, obviously, right? They don't really promote it that much, right? I do most of the promotion for it, even though it's their event. They don't do a lot of promotion for it, so not a lot of people came. They ended up not doing the comedy show last night. Okay. So I was kind of like, well, okay, that's a little strange. Okay. And then like the manager of the bar, I emailed him because I was trying to get him the flyers for it, and he never responded. They ended up posting it, but he never responded to me. I was like, okay, that's also weird. So I mean, once again, if anything happens and that show doesn't keep on going, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. In fact, there's another karaoke show that they do on Tuesday nights at this other bar in Miami Beach that if this for any particular reason doesn't work, I would love to be the queen of South Florida karaoke. And Hitty, you know that right there. I would reach out to them immediately and be like, hey y'all, I heard that y'all have a karaoke on a Tuesday night, and just so y'all know, that's my specialty. I love hosting and performing for y'all. So, and I'm cheap. I'm very cheap.
I know.
You already know that, girl.
Yeah.
Frugal. I'm frugal.
Well, say, what about you, Mims? Because I'm waiting for my cue to.
Oh, I know, but you were being all saucy there, saying I was cheap.
Well, you know what's also saucy? A Mexican pizza.
Oh, dang it! You know what though? That's actually true. So you just said something that triggered me just now, which is I haven't tried the new veggie version. So that's a reason right there.
There you go.
Oh man, I just had an idea. I just had a genius idea that sounds like I'm smoking pot right now, but I'm
What?
not. What if I got a meat one and a veggie one and I put them together? What about you, Mims?
I'm the Divine Miss Mims, Van Patterson Patton. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. You can find this podcast at Baking Sugar Pot on Twitter. Oh, Maim, we have a Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com. Mims and Maim. Oh, Maim. We have another podcast. You can find it at You Slay Me Pod on Twitter, or You Slay Me whenever you get your podcasts. It's a Murder She Wrote podcast. It's very fun. We do it most of the times. Okay. And on that note, girl, you go get yourself a Mexican pizza.
All right, fine. Bye.
Bye, girl. Bye.